So anyways, I'm back with part 3, and the next film I have is the Inbetweeners movie. Now, I really love the TV show, and this is actually a very good film. I think the best out of 2011. And there's the digital copy code, and that's the DVD. I know it's at the top of, it's at the front of the case, and there's the special features, and that is the Blu-ray. And so anyways, the film's basically about Will, Sam, and Jane Neal getting off school. They're graduating from school and they decide to celebrate by going to Crete for this lad's holiday, where they sort of meet the female equivalent of themselves. And this is a very funny film, and has some really good humour in it, some British humour. And I hear it's being released in America now, just as the Inbetweeners. They've not, put the Inbetweeners movie, it's just the Inbetweeners. And I've saw a couple of episodes of the American show, and it is actually not that bad. I expected it to be crap, but it's not that bad. Even though they made Will look like some cool dork, they made Simon a little normal, they made Jay fat, and Neil with long hair, so it looks like a hippie. But this is a brilliant film, and I recommend check this out. So, the next film I have is, I got with a voucher for HMV, and it is The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, which is Heath Ledger's final movie. The movie that he made before he died, the film he made after The Dark Knight, which was his last completed film. And it's basically about Christopher Plummer plays this doctor or this wizard or whatever, and he sort of makes a bet with the devil that he can claim more souls than him, and if he wins he gets immortality, but if he loses, any child he fathers at the age of 16 will go straight to the devil. And Heath Ledger comes along and puts a bit of life back into Dr. Parnassus' travelling theatre troupe, which has Verne, Andrew Garfield, and Lily Cole. And this is actually a pretty good film, and after Heath Ledger died, they delayed production for a couple of months, and they got Johnny Depp, Colin, Farrell, and Jude to come in and complete Heath Ledger's final film. And I think Heath Ledger is actually a good actor, and I was astounded by his performance as the Joker in The Dark Knight. It was just, he managed to actually freak people out and scare them, which is very good. So check that out. I share with Dr. Parnassus. Okay, next film I had to buy this 3 times, because the first time in Tesco it was broke. I returned it, the cover was broke, and I returned it to Tesco and they gave me my money back. Then I went to thehut.com and they sort of cancelled my order for some reason. So I had to buy it at Asda with a gift card. It's the Polar Express Blu-ray 3D. And they always show this in IMAX every Christmas in 3D, but I never get a chance to watch it. And now that I have my 3D TV, I can watch this film next Christmas in glorious 3D, the way it was meant to be intended. Now, Now the weird thing here is, I can just get this open, and here's a digital copy of Polar Express. The 3D Blu-ray disc actually has both the 3D and the 2D version, and also they gave me a Blu-ray version of the 2D version, which I don't quite get. And also they gave me a DVD copy of the film. I mean, they gave me two 3D versions and only one. Wait, two 2D versions and only one 3D version. Don't get it. Also, this is actually a pretty good film, and I recommend you watch it with your family over Christmas. It's basically about a little boy who is like he's sort of on the verge of losing his faith in Santa Claus, and this train sort of comes and takes him to the North Pole, and it sort of restores his faith in Santa. So it's a good film, better check it out. Next film I have is A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas. I imported this from America, and you can't get it in England just yet. You'll probably have to wait till Christmas. And this is the Blu-ray 3D of the film. And I've watched the first two. The first two are quite funny, and this one is very good. And they make fun of 3D. They actually make fun of 3D in the film. And it's sort of set 8 years after Harold and Kumar escaped from Guantanamo Bay. And basically, Harold's married to Maria. They live in a house. Harold's now on Wall Street. And Kumar's still with Stoner, living in his apartment. And a package gets delivered to the apartment addressed to Harold, so Kumar takes it to him and accidentally ends up burning down Harold's father-in-law's prized Christmas tree, and so they have to race through New York just to get a replacement. And Neil Patrick Harris is in it, and I've been recently getting into that show How I Met Your Mother, and despite Neil Patrick Harris being gay, he actually does a good performance as a womanizing fictional version of himself. So also, they also do something called Warner Rewards now. So there's my code. There's the digital copy code for Harold and Kumar. This here is the 3D version. And here's the Blu-ray DVD flipper disc. Weird. And this was even meant to have come with a slipcase. And a couple of people got this film with a slipcase, and I didn't. It was delivered to me without a slipcase, and it was meant to have had more discs. So that's sort of a bit of a screw up. Also, the next film I have is a film I got with my Blu-ray with my 3D glasses, which I got for my television, and it is Megamind 3D. This doesn't have a 2D version, this only has the 3D version, but what I can do is, if I want to watch it in 2D, I can just turn off the 3D feature on the television and just watch it in 2D. And basically, the film's about Will Ferrell playing the supervillain, and he ends up defeating his nemesis, played by Brad Pitt, and he likes it a little bit, but then realizes he's sort of getting sick of the whole thing, and he tries to find some superhero that he can fight, but then he ends up being the hero. It's a good film, a bit of an ableist cast. Now, the next film I got with a HMV gift card, and that is Panic Room, and this was when I was starting to become a fan of David Fincher's work. And Panic Room is about Jodie Foster playing a single mum, and her and Kristen Stewart from Twilight end up moving into this house. And it's got a panic room in it, and the same night, a couple of burglars come in and rob them, and they're looking for bearer bonds or something. But the thing is, what they actually want is actually in the Uni Robbers, and it's sort of a thrilling film. Really good. Next film I have is one you're all familiar with, a classic, and that is Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro. A very classic film, and I am sort of a fan of Martin Scorsese. He's really, really talented filmmaker. I love his work, and Jodie Foster does a good performance in it. You know, Martin Scorsese actually has a cameo in this as one of Robert De Niro's cab customers, so it's actually a really good film. I'm sure you're all familiar with the line, "You're talking to me." And the next one I have, I got at a entertainment exchange for like £2 or £2.50, and it is Christopher Nolan's Memento. And I'm a big fan of Christopher Nolan. I love the Dark Knight trilogy. I just love Dark Knight Rises. It's brilliant. Go see it. And the film is basically about Guy Pearce is this guy that has short-term memory loss, and this was all caused by an attack when a couple of burglars broke into his house, killing his wife and sort of beating his beat up Guy Pearce. And it's sort of why he's got short-term memory loss, and he's trying to find out who killed his wife. And the film sort of plays backwards, like many films play forwards, but this one plays backwards, revealing a big twist at the end. And there's also a hidden feature on the DVD where you get to watch the film in chronological order. This is a really good film, although watch the backwards version first. If you watch the forwards version, then it will just really good twist. And Christopher Nolan really knows how to do a good film. Seriously. I'm sure you've all seen Inception. Awesome. And here's a Blu-ray I got for my birthday. I had this imported from America, and it is the 3D Blu-ray of Hugo. And I never really thought Martin Scorsese could do a kids film, because all I've seen him in are films like Goodfellas and Casino and Taxi Driver. But this is actually pretty good, and 3D is brilliant. Well, anyways, you should actually watch this. Like, watch it in 3D. That's how you really appreciate it. Is it? And that's the Blu-ray 3D disc. It's 2D disc. There's DVD. So, anyways, okay, stick around for part 4.